Good morning from the National Weather Service here in Pocatello. My name is Carter, and this is your Southeast Idaho weather hazard briefing for Friday, August 4th. Following an active weather day yesterday, that will continue each and every day through the weekend. We're looking at scattered showers and thunderstorms producing locally heavy rain. But outside of that, we're going to be focusing on a warmer and drier heading into next week as temperatures return to near normal levels. I'll be breaking that down for you this morning. Key points we're going to focus on today. Active weather is expected to continue through the weekend. We'll see isolated to scattered showers and thunderstorms every day, again peaking in coverage during the afternoon and early evening hours, and stronger storms will continue to support that heavy rain potential. Temperatures will be starting to trend a little bit warmer as conditions trend a little bit drier for the early parts of next week, especially as we head into the later part of next week, as precipitation becomes increasingly isolated, generally going to be confined in the mountains as temperatures return to near normal levels by midweek. Satellite this morning, another cloudy day for most everyone. We are going to see some patchy fog out there again like we saw yesterday, just in areas where you can see that clearing skies, but certainly a very cloudy day, especially across portions of northeast Idaho. Water vapor satellite, you can see this very dry air mass working into the southern Great Basin, southwest United States, and that's going to be continuing to force this system that's here currently in northern Wyoming, southern Montana. It's going to keep kind of working northeast over the coming days, but with that, we are going to see chances for showers and thunderstorms continuing. Again, generally going to be in the mountains, but certainly increasing in coverage and intensity during the afternoon and evening hours. Weather risk outlook for your next 5 days. Main concerns today will just continue to center around showers and thunderstorms with the threat of localized heavy rain, particularly in areas outlined in the excessive rainfall outlook I'll be going through later in the presentation. For the weekend, we're just looking at scattered showers and thunderstorms, again peaking in coverage during those afternoon, evening hours, with some overnight activity generally being fairly isolated. But as we head into Monday and Tuesday, those showers will become increasingly isolated throughout the period, and we're starting to see some drier conditions return back to the Magic Valley, South Hills, Woodford area. That'll continue to spread further north and east later in the week. Take a look at the 72-hour precipitation totals. This is ending at 4 a.m. this morning. Taking a look back at the last 3 days, and you can see a pretty broad-brushed 1/2 to 1.5 inches of rain across much of the area. So certainly an anomalously wet period to kick off August across southeast Idaho. Some areas, especially south and east of the Snake Plain, picking up 2 to 3 inches of rain in the mountains. So certainly, starting off the year, this month at least, on a very good note when it comes to water. Temperatures today, so we're going to start off the day in the 40s and 50s. Coldest areas in the 30s, but afternoon highs today should be overall fairly pleasant. Another day in the 60s and 70s. Warmest areas in the 80s in the Magic Valley. Probability of thunderstorms today, best chances will be in the central mountains, further south and east of the Snake Plains. Overall, pretty good chances across the board today for isolated to scattered subsevere thunderstorms. But that excessive rainfall outlook, so we're continuing to keep an eye further north and east, generally up in the central mountains, eastern highlands, and upper Snake Plain, where the best chance for some excessive rainfall and localized flooding potential will exist. Take a look at the quick timing for you. This is the HER model, but we'll check in with what's going on out there on radar this morning. As you can see here, just some showers and generally no thunderstorms at least this morning so far, but still seeing those showers working in that cyclonic flow as this system works to our northeast. And places like Driggs have been reporting heavy rain for long periods of time this morning. So certainly seeing some precipitation impacts up there, but as you head further out, bigger picture, very dry conditions elsewhere. So just a little bit of showers going on up there in the northeast part of the state, but other than that, still staying fairly dry this morning. And the HER model shows that fairly well. Again, activity across the northeast portions of the state up towards the eastern highlands, upper Snake Plain. Also continue to work west into the central mountains later this morning. We're going to continue to see a pretty active corridor between Island Park, Salmon, Lemhi County region for much of today. So as that precipitation continues to work west over the Continental Divide, we'll see the increasing coverage and intensity throughout the day. And that will be peaking again about 2 to 6 o'clock with some of those thunderstorms. And where we can get those clearing skies, again, lots of cloud cover further north with those showers this morning, but certainly further south. So we're keeping an eye on the Sun Valley area, further south towards Pocatello and the South Hills area, down towards that region. But we're going to see the chances for some stronger thunderstorms in that area. Again, conducive for some very heavy rain, some gusty winds, small hail potential. Again, the main concern centering around the heavy rain. But that'll continue to work into the evening hours. Again, looking at some heavier rain pockets, especially out there where you can get some stronger training thunderstorms. But by the evening hours, things start to dry out. But you can see, again, talked about that earlier there, that corridor between Island Park and Salmon should keep seeing those showers and embedded thunderstorms continuing into the overnight hours, so well into Saturday morning. Still seeing showers out there, so hopefully you can get some beneficial rain up there on some wildfires in central Idaho. Probability of thunder for your Saturday. So again, best chances for thunderstorms on your Saturday afternoon are going to be across portions of the northern central mountains and generally further south of the Snake Plain, looking at a little bit less chances across much of the Snake Plain, Magic Valley area. And the excessive rainfall outlook for Saturday, so trending much drier. Again, just that marginal risk is going to be on the upper corner of the state, so generally up towards Island Park for Saturday. Temperatures on Saturday are starting off the day on the cooler side of things, 40s and 50s across the board, with afternoon highs slightly warmer than they were on Friday, with afternoon highs back in the 70s and 80s, pushing about mid-80s across portions of the western Magic Valley. Temperatures by your Sunday, at least starting to see that slow, moderate temperature range as we head into the later part of the weekend. But overall, starting with the day again, 40s and 50s with afternoon highs in the 70s to low 80s. Temperatures on Monday, again, starting off the day, 40s and 50s. Much of the same as the temperatures as we head into the early part of next week. Start to see that warming trend a little bit more pronounced in the middle part of next week. But afternoon highs on Monday, again, 70s, 80s, pushing about 90 degrees. Portions of that western Magic Valley and Treasure Valley out towards Boise. And by Tuesday, start to see that warming temperature trend, especially during these afternoon hours. But during the morning, again, starting off the day 40s and 50s, maybe some low 60s sneaking in there in the western Magic Valley. But overall, we should be pushing the upper 70s to low 90s, potentially portions of the Magic Valley, but overall 70s and 80s for your Tuesday. That's about all I have for you this morning. If you have any comments, questions, or concerns, please feel free to send us an email, give us a call, or check out some information on our website. Have an awesome weekend.